What's up, 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 what's up? My steady steppers. Let's go, let's grow, let's go, let's go, let's grow, let's go, let's grow. Let's go, let's grow, let's go, let's grow. You already know because we staying in the flow. Welcome back to another lit show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Steady.Stepping.Podcast, the number one mindset shifting podcast from near and far in all the lands. So I'm super, super happy, super, super thankful, super, super grateful to be able to show up another week to hang out with y'all. How y'all flowing this weekend? How y'all flowing? How y'all been flowing? What y'all think about that last episode that we dropped? Going deeper, not wider. Because that was just like a little segment. I wanted to do a quick drop because I am in the mode, I am in the mindset of creative content. So I'm looking to see which clips are getting the best responses, like as far as duration is concerned, like which clips are the most engaging. Like, are y'all tapping into the shorter clips that are more juicy, or the longer clips that we're able to really talk through the scenario, the situation, of the topic? So this is just a creative part of the show that we're figuring out what really works best for us and how we can truly connect. So definitely shout out to each and every one of y'all for each and every episode that y'all continue to show up, show out, like, share, subscribe, and comment, and how it's adding value to you and your family as well. I want to say thank y'all for that, because truly I know y'all could be doing a lot of other things with your time, but y'all continuously, consciously come and tap in with the Steady.Stepping.Podcast. So shout out to each and every one of you. So as y'all can see, I got some new Steady Stepping merch. Remember I told y'all the merch was coming. So the merch, this is just I got a couple pieces done to see how I like the color contrast, to see what colors we actually want go with for the brand, because I had a color scheme that I wanted to go with before, but I didn't really know what color scheme to go with. So, I just did a couple color schemes, and I said, you know what? We're going to see what the squad like. We're going to see what the Steady Steppers like. So this is a gold and a green. This is more like almost like a neon green, like this shirt. But this is kind of greenish yellow. So this is the gold and the green. So this is option one. This is going to be option one. And these are the same colors on like different materials. And these right here are fall pieces going into spring when it's kind of nippy outside at night, or you just want something thin to throw on. This is the same color. These are the same colors on here, as you can see, but it's a different material. I like this one. I like all of it, honestly. But I definitely want y'all to let me know in the comments what y'all like. Are y'all digging the colors? You digging what it's on? Because I'm going to do some more. I got some short sleeve shirts that I just got in yesterday that I'm going to figure out if I want to do some screen printing on or DTG. Because I don't think I'm going to do everything embroidered. Here's a pair of sweatpants with the same color palette. It's looking really flowy, isn't it, guys? Yeah, y'all see the Steady Step. Oh, don't look at the Walmart tag. Because yes, I did get these joggers from Walmart. And it's all good because I'm going to rock the mess out of these Walmart joggers. Actually, all this stuff came from Walmart. When I do go get the merch, it's probably not going to come from Walmart. But I needed something to put the logo and stuff on so we can see how it look and how it flows. So this is it on the sweatpants. And this one, I like this one too, though. I like the blue and gold too. I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. But Use different gold. No. So here's the blue and gold. Here's the blue and gold. And then I also got a book bag made. It's in this little bag too. The bag is neat, y'all. So you fold the book bag out of the bag. Fold it, put the I think this is the one I'm gonna be rocking a lot too. Steady Stepping book bag. Yes, sir. It is official. The first run of merch is officially done. So I'm gonna make sure I get some good photos of this and stuff. And let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I really like it. Let me know if you would be willing to wear some Steady Stepping merch. If you want to tap in and get you some Steady Stepping merch, DM me hoodie on Instagram if you want some Steady Stepping merch. And what color schemes out of the two color schemes that you just saw, the green and the gold or the blue and the gold, which I really do like both, y'all. So being that this is our creative brand, I feel like we can do the green and the gold and the blue and the gold. I really, really do. Because that's the best part about being creatives. Like, it's not always about going with the regular norm, but what is it that really allows you to be creative and flow as you're making things that are in your vision? So this episode was brought to you and sponsored by RGC. No job too big or small, just call RGC. We are your favorite property management company, here to serve you from A to Z with no headache in between. So make sure y'all tap in with us if you need anything property management wise, because y'all already know we have a diverse network of people that we love to tap in with, and we also just love to serve. So if you have any questions about anything, maybe outside of property management, I might be able to help too. So again, just tap in with me. You never know how I can serve you. So today's episode, we gonna tap into what y'all think. Let's see if we on the same frequency first. I want to see if we can resonate and vibrate on the same frequency. What y'all think we talking about today? Y'all hear the rain in the background, right? It's been storming like a lot these last little minutes. Like, it was storming yesterday. I got rained on, and it wasn't that bad. I went and delivered yesterday, and that I'm gonna bring that topic back up. Preparation in the storm. Because we know life is a bunch of tests as we flow throughout the seasons to prepare us for what it is that we truly, truly desire to become. And the consciousness knows who it is that you want to become, but the subconscious sometimes is too complacent and comfortable to fight those old beliefs and understandings that may be stopping us from becoming this new being. So to truly, truly be able to, I feel like, to break through those old habits, beliefs, and misunderstandings it's a lot of preparation. It takes preparation, it takes belief, it takes conviction, and it also takes steady action to break those cycles and habits. Because Most habits aren't, we know 90% or 95% of habits aren't created and built overnight. Most habits aren't just thrown onto you out of nowhere. These habits have been seen somewhere. These habits have been repeated sometime. These habits have been shown through some thing, place, or vision that brought them into reality. So first of all, you got to figure out what created those habits that you have now. Who exemplified those different habits to you? Who took part, or what took part in you becoming that being that you are right now? Right? And the reason I asked that is because, like this ring light plugged up, always remember we're plugged into some source, we're plugged into some connection that causes us to interact, to react, and to display certain attributes and features in the present. Like this light is connected to the wall source socket is connected to the meter outside. The meter outside is connected to the power grid that gives everybody in the community power. But in between the power grid and the house is a green box. The green box kind of reduces some of that big power from the electricity, the Georgia Power grid station, to here. But the current is still flowing through the ground. The current is still flowing through the wires. So that current allows it to come to the house so I can then use the ring light to power it so I can be brighter as I speak, sometimes in a dark city. What happened? See, the light just went out. And that's what happens sometimes when you get a little disconnected. But when you realize you're disconnected because you see your dimness, you see your brightness going to a dimmy state or a gloomy state, you're able to say, ooh, let me readjust this brightness. Let me figure out where the disconnect came from. Let me fix it. Let me consciously fix it. What is it that I need to do to stop the disconnect and to reconnect to a stronger source? And that is part of the preparation through the storm. Because as you're able to prepare through the storm when it's raining and things are falling out the sky, if you're not working through the storm, I always recommend preparing through the storm, preparing in the storm. Because we know sometimes you do have to work through, a lot of times you're going to have to work through the storm because at that moment, before it started storming or before those hardships came along in your life, you were already in motion of working. You are already in the creative process of fulfilling your obligations or fulfilling your dreams. But then the storm may have come out of nowhere, or you may have had a little pre-warning like, hey, there's a storm coming, so be prepared. There's a storm coming, so you may need to hunker down. And sometimes you can't hunker down because you got to push through because somebody's already expecting you to deliver based upon a time frame, and they're not caring about the storm. They're not caring about really. Well, I can't even say they're not caring. They're not as concerned about the storm. They're not as concerned about certain problems that may have come up and occurred. They just want the result that you said you can provide. And the gracious part about it is every opportunity there is a storm, we get to make a decision on will we hunker down and prepare, will we push through the storm, or we just wait patiently for the storm to pass over. But I feel like let's manipulate the situation a little bit and let's get a 2-for-1. Because, we're going to have to wait for the storm to pass over regardless, right? But instead of just standing still watching the rain fall from the sky and bless the grass and trees and the earth with the abundance of nutrients that we know that the rain creates, let's get some of that abundance in our own cup. Let's be prepared. Let's put a cup outside as well to collect some of that greatness. Collect some of that energy that is falling. Collect some of the opportunities that are coming before us as the rain comes. Because we know through every storm there's an opportunity to rejuvenate. Through every storm there's an opportunity to rest. Through every storm there's an opportunity for something new to be created. Because when rain comes down, it adds value to the substance that it's actually falling on. It cools off the concrete. It waters the grass. It fills the lakes. It clears the pollen. And though it's usually hotter when it rains, though usually the pollen falls thicker when it rains, the rain comes in seasons or in sessions to sometimes just clear things out and replenish the supply so that things can come more abundantly. And I have pollen allergies, so I'm over here talking crazy about it coming so abundantly. But pollen is a part of nature replenishing all the flowers, all the trees, so they know, okay, it's time to bloom again. It's a new season. It's time for us to resprout. It's time for us to really, really glow up and grow up. And be prepared for the new season that's going to come with whatever. Like, if the sun is going to be hotter, we with it because we have the nutrients, aka the water, on in the supply, that we're able to stay hydrated enough to function at a high capacity. We have enough pollen in our receptacles to continue to bloom such vibrant colors. We have enough knowledge stored up in our minds so we're able to articulate ourselves on a high level. We have enough confidence stored up in our body so we're able to go become who it is that we envision. We have enough clarity to be able to speak and articulate our message very clearly to anybody who may not understand what is really at stake, and that is the conscious being of your existence. But these are things that have been developed through the storm. These are thoughts, opportunities, beliefs, and actions that have been planned in the storm. These are opportunities that have been calculated in time of rest. These are not just haphazardly things that are being done when the storm is beginning to move on. These are things that have been analyzed. These are things that have been put on paper. These are things that have been anticipated for many, 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 many lifetimes. And it's time, y'all. It's time to truly, truly bring it into this reality. I know you're tired of it staying an idea. I know you're tired of it not transforming with you as you're elevating. I know you're tired of it because we're connected and I'm tired of it. I am tired of me procrastinating so much. So you know what I do when I'm tired of procrastinating? When I think about the action, I get into action and I do it, so it's done. Most things can be done today, but they're put off until tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Next week never lives. And yesterday has already died. So we only have today to execute. And I'm not perfect. Because y'all know what I did all weekend? I rested. Why did I rest? Because I had been on a strenuous schedule for the last 4 days since I left town. So I made a conscious decision to catch up on my rest because I know what I'm going to prepare for again to do this week. But I also said, even though, I'm going to rest, I'm also still going to have time to get some other things done. So let's not execute. Let's not make excuses. Let's do the things that we said we were going to do in that moment. And guess what? When I get off recording, I still get to do some more things that I still haven't yet all the way finished. So what is it that you've been kind of putting off that you can get done today? What can you get done today that you said, I'll wait till next week to do that? Because we know a lot of times we be done with the busy work because the busy work ain't really nothing for real. It's just busy, busy. I know it's something you can get done today. Because I got my reading for Unreasonable Hospitality that I'm going to catch up on. I was reading this article last evening as I fell asleep, but I'm going to finish reading that too. Just the small things that truly put you in preparation for creating that new platform in which you will be standing upon. Because on your new platform, there's going to be certain attributes about yourself that you're not going to want up there. So as you're building a platform, you become that person that's ready to now sustain that platform of personal integrity, belief, and strength that you are all now standing. Because you're building it, and you also get to stand on it. So when it is finally built, you're going to say, hey, as I was building it, I was growing the brother within. I was growing the sister within. I was putting in the work so that when it's ready, I'm not still like, oh man, now I got to become something greater. Or now I get to become the greater version of myself. You've already became that greater version of yourself while you was building. You got a 2-for-1. Because while you was building your platform, you was also building yourself. Because you knew the storm was coming, or you knew you was already in the storm. And the storm is turmoil sometimes that you feel like you might not be able to get through, but we always say there's a blessing in the lesson. The storm is the lesson. The blessing is what's to come out of the lesson. Because we know storms are inevitable. You can't stop the rain. You can only live through it. You can't always stop the storm because there's so many things that are out of our control. But what you can control is the blessings and opportunities that you find throughout the storm because of your perception of reality. That's what can be controlled. The way you react. Or the way you respond. React and respond are kind of like the same. So I feel like. Yeah. So as you're able to prepare because you know it's gonna come again. That's why the logo is the way it is. Life is continually cycles and dips. So once you really begin to realize that life is like truly like a clock, is that time is gonna come around again. Will you be better prepared when the storm comes the next time? Will you be better prepared mentally? Will you be better prepared emotionally? Will you be better prepared financially? Will you be better prepared spiritually? Will you be ready? Will you be ready for whatever's thrown at you? Will you be ready to overcome any obstacle? Will you be ready to interact on a high level in a positive mindset with creative ideas that figure out how to solve the problem? Will you be ready when the storm rolls around again? I know I'm going to be ready. I'm already ready to a certain existence, to a certain point at this moment. That's why I'm able to push through. That's why I've been able to push through. Because I've always had the mindset, if I don't have the ability to think through the situation, I'll never get through the situation. And I was raised, taught to think that. I don't care if everything goes wrong. If something hasn't blown up or died, you still have willpower to do it. For example, a commercial vehicle, big trucks that y'all see running up and down the road, trains that you see on the track, planes that you see in the air. All those are carrying big loads. All those are carrying a lot of items. All those are carrying a lot of ideas. All those are carrying a lot of thoughts that somebody created, but once they're created, they still have another destination that they have to get to. They have to get from the creator to the receiver. Your message has to get to your receiver. Your product has to get to your ideal customer. But there's going to be a vessel that has to get it there. Is that vessel that's carrying that idea? Is that vessel that's carrying that product? Is that vessel that's carrying that information running at a efficient enough capacity to get it to its destination? Is that plane in top tier shape to fly overseas to deliver those products? Is that truck ready to run from one end of the country to the other end of the country at an efficient manner to where you're not losing anything, but you're gaining everything to deliver that product, to deliver that idea, to deliver that service? Is that train running at a efficient capacity to where it can carry those hundreds of thousands of tons on those tracks so that people can have the goods that they need? Are you running efficiently? Are you running effectively? Are you running at all? Or are you in preparation? What phase are you in right now of your own storm of life? Are you in the phase of moving through the storm? Are you in the phase of standing still in the storm and just being grateful for the abundance that's coming? Are you in the presence of preparation in the storm? Or has your storm already passed and you are in the new being that has prepared through the storm, that has overcome the storm, and that is ready to take on any new challenges that may become before you? Where are you at? And if you don't mind sharing, just drop down in the comments of this video and let us know where you're at. And let us know 2 things that you learned about yourself through the storm, so that those seeds through preparation can help somebody else. Because y'all know we're here to grow together as a community. We're here to help each other overcome whatever it is that we feel like before was impossible, but that we know is not ever impossible because we have the brains that can figure it out. We have the group of people around us that are willing to help us figure it out if our brains aren't able to figure it out right in that moment. Because the beautiful thing about working with multiple people that are smart, y'all get together, y'all can figure it out. I know this because I'm around groups of people that have done so as well. I call them mastermind groups. And a mastermind is a collective group of people that get together to come up with better solutions for people and themselves. We collectively get together with our big brains and we think out solutions to a problem that we all see, or things that we can create that haven't been created. We are stronger together than we are ever apart. So when you're in a storm, you need to also be around other people that have gotten through the storm. When you're in a storm, you need to be around other people that have become their new version of their self in that process. You got to be around people that have already gone where you want to go. They've already been where you want to go. Got to be around people that have already been where you want to go. Because sometimes when we can't see, because we're so focused on the present of what's in front of us, we're not able to look on the other side of who we get to become after we overcome that obstacle. We can't see it all the time because there's so much distraction going on in front of us. There's so much disbelief. There's so much turmoil. There's so much clouding our current vision. We're not able to see on the other side there is greatness. That there is an answer to our challenge. We're not able to see that all the time. Sometimes we can see it if our vision is strong enough, if we've built up enough mental endurance, we've built up enough creative ability within, we can see it. But if you can't see it right in that moment, you got to call somebody that has already overcome it. You got to call somebody that's able to help you plant those seeds back in your mind of reassurance that this is great and we got this. Because I promise you, you got it. You might not have it right now in the present, but you got it in your mind to figure out how to get it in the present. You do. Because I've done it. And I know you could do it because we're so much more alike than we are different. Only thing is different is probably our name, our birth date, and our family. Maybe a few other things, but we have more things in common than we do apart. Because we're all humans. We're all human beings. So the practical steps that people come on the show and give are all things that we can truly apply no matter what part of life we're in if we become conscious about wanting to apply it. If you want to break through, you got to break through. Nobody gonna come with a sledgehammer to bust through it if you ain't already started chipping away at the rock. At least I ain't really never seen it. Truth be told, I don't really think nobody gonna come save you until you start saving yourself. People not gonna meet you in the middle if you never show up to the starting line. People always meet people where they at. So if you at the bottom of whatever your challenge is and you never start to become that person to figure out and overcome that challenge, I guess that challenge is won. Me, I know I don't let challenges win anymore. I fight them. I fight back and I fight hard and dirty. Because I'm not going to let you beat me. You weren't put in here to beat me. You were put here to challenge me and to overcome it. Y'all hear that thunder? That's how my energy feels against challenges. You think you finna stop me? I'm a attack. I'm gonna attack that challenge and figure out whatever I need to do to overcome it and become that great being that I already knew that I was put here to be. Because guess what? That same energy that we give to lacking, saying, oh, I can't do it, oh, I don't know how we're going to do it, Just reverse that. Reverse those words. Let your cells hear positive affirmations of, I understand that there's a challenge, but I'm in high confidence and capacity to fulfill whatever it is that I need to do to beat that, to get through that, to get over that. Because I am creative. I am worthy. I am positive. I am creative. I am resourceful. Start telling your cells these things, because our cells are always listening. That's why our body only does what our mouth tells it. Our cells are listening. When I told my mom I was going to lay down yesterday, guess what my cells did? They went and lay down and took another nap. But when I said I was going to support my cousin for his birthday, my cells got in the whip and we went and supported. We are the ultimate guiders of this vessel. Y'all been listening to y'all Earl Nightingale? Man, that dude Earl, and the way he uses words to create a narrative in your mind is so clear. That's why I got the connection of just putting so much of things that have been created in alignment with us as human beings, like trains, commercial vehicles, planes. All these things were created from ideas, but all these things are just like people. A plane is just like a person. People load on the plane. The people being thoughts that you put onto your body or put onto your brain. Your brain is a plane. Your plane, your brain, is going to take you to another destination that could have taken you longer, but because you found another way of travel, you're able to get there faster with those thoughts and ideas to create a new establishment, to create a new environment, to create a new ecosystem, to make those thoughts then go to another destination and plant more seeds to grow more fruitful trees. Because you can get somewhere faster on a plane than you can on a train. You can get somewhere faster on a train than you can in a truck. You can get somewhere faster in a truck than you can in a car. You can get somewhere faster in a car than you can on a bike. You can get somewhere faster on a bike than you can walking. So what mode of transportation do you want to use to get to your destination? And what will be the thoughts that you take on that mode of transportation as you're on the way to your destination? Because the destination is always going to change, because you're always going to achieve different goals. So what will it be? Who will be the conductor at the front of this vehicle? Will it be a conductor of fear, or will it be a conductor of faith and abundance and creativity? Will it be a conductor of doubt and lack, or will it be a conductor of happiness and joy and peace and love? Who and what will conduct that vehicle? Because we know the how is already done. You've got plenty of vehicles to choose from. It's the who is whipping that thing that's going to determine how it looks when it arrives. Because remember, y'all, we are in control of this dream. We create a dream based on our thoughts, our actions, our words, and our belief. So if things aren't going your way, dig within. Go within. Figure out who or how you get to become that person or that being that can overcome those challenges that you've been thinking about. Because you got it in the bag, I promise. You already know what it takes, because you're already great. You were great when you were born. So I really, really want you to dig deep and go deep in this time of storm. Challenge some stuff. Attempt some new things. Let go of some things. Just be willing to challenge yourself. Because I know it can only help you. I feel it can only serve you at a higher level. These activities. Because I can speak firsthand from them because these are things I've done. And I just truly, truly love the opportunity to be able to share because they help me so much. And I just really want to pass the blessings forward because I know somebody's going to be able to get help from this. Somebody is going to be able to say, man, when I didn't know how to even start the process, I was able to come on the Steady.Stepping.Podcast and just get one seed episode that I planted, I nurtured, and became such fruitful trees to help me through this challenge and help me become the new being that I desire to be. And truly, truly be gracious because I know what type of cycle and game that I'm a part of. And once you recognize you're a part of the game, then you get in the game and then you control the game for your benefit. Not for anybody else's benefit, but for your benefit. So truly, truly thank each and every one of y'all for thinking about the things that we give out as tips and gems on the Steady Stepping Podcast so you can see if they're in alignment and if they can help you elevate and go to your next level. Thank you for that because you could definitely continue to just live in whatever state that you're already in. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But you're like, no, I know there's more out there for me. So let me go seek and I shall find. Different ways to truly go and grow to the next level. Everybody's not willing to challenge things. Everybody's not willing to challenge themselves, let alone. So you're able to challenge your thoughts and your actions and your beliefs to say, I know what I've been taught, but let me see if they're still in alignment based on a deeper understanding of what I've researched on what I've been taught. And I want you to go research some of the stuff that you've been taught. Just see. Just see if you still are in alignment with it after you've really dug deeper on the foundation of what you know. And if you're still in alignment with it, peace and blessings. I love that. Because now you know you're in the right place. Now you know, without a shadow of a doubt, this is where I want to be. Because you've dug deeper. But if you haven't dug deeper, you're only going based on what you've been taught. And is everything we're ever taught right? No. We're only taught that because that's what the people that were in our environment knew. Y'all hear the rain? Y'all hear the opportunities falling? Y'all hear the abundance coming? Y'all feel the abundance. You go outside, you're going to get soaked with abundance. Because that's just how plentiful the Creator is. I don't really know how to identify. He, it, or they have always created an environment of abundance and grace. And we see that through the trees, through everything out that is existence in this world. There's nothing of lack but our mindset. That's what the biggest... I ain't even gonna go there today, y'all. I ain't even gonna go there today. Cause we ain't gonna go there today. We gonna hold that for next week. We gonna talk about that next week. We're gonna talk about that next week, y'all. So make sure y'all tap in for next week's episode. Cause we're gonna talk about the real gold mine in which so many people have not tapped, and the ones who know that the gold mine is there, why they want to tap it. So thank y'all for tapping in with us today on the Steady Stepping Podcast, because preparing for when the storm is over, will definitely have you so much many more eons ahead of time, because you know that the storm won't last forever. So that when you prepare, when the storm is here, when the storm passes, or when you're ready, you can go out full speed into the storm, not mattering what's going to fall out the sky. Because you already have the faith to know that you're going to overcome that challenge. And this episode was brought to you and sponsored by the Steady.Stepping.Podcast. If y'all like this merch, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know if you would love to have some Steady Stepping merch on your vessel, and just continue to flow with the show and represent and let everybody know that they have the ability to keep going. They have the power to keep growing, and they should not stop just because they feel like they stopped flowing. Man, I just love the way they be going. Ooh, yeah. So shout out to each and every one of y'all. And this is the gem I want to leave y'all with before I close this episode out. The storm will always come, and the sun will always shine again. But will you truly be ready to take root, to grow, flow, and flourish in the way in which you were created to do? So, peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all. I know you all are going to have a magnificent week. I know your breakthrough is coming. And I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are going to become that being that you see visually. So peace and blessings to y'all. I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all next week. You know, usually Wednesday we go live on Let Go and Flow, but Ray and Saha are on travels, living out their mental dreams. So we're going to tap back in about another 2 weeks. We'll be back live on Let Go and Flow. I really love that show. Just like I love this show. And I'm just excited for the collaborations and the becoming that is truly, truly in introspection of this dimension. So tap back in with y'all next week. I can't wait to see y'all. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. If you got some value from it, make sure you share it for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20, or however many people you feel like really need some of this information or some of these gems that you continue to get from the Steady.Stepping Podcast. Let's pass the blessings along, because that's why each and every one of us are here, to help each other and to serve each other as we're attaining new achievements within our life. Let's not be selfish. Let's be abundant, because we have the mindset, we have the ability, and there's already enough for all of us out here. So I'm going to do my part and say I gave back, and I keep giving, because that's just what I do as a servant. I give, and I just say thanks, because somebody gave to me. And I'm going to keep the cycle going of peace and abundant blessings. So again, thank y'all, and I will see y'all next week.